Caught up. This is the 10th in the video clip series that there's quite a number of, as we work our way through the information behind the government's Three Waters reform proposals. Remember, at the moment, Council will have to make a decision by the end of the year whether to opt out of that government proposal or not. As Mayor, the thing that I get spoken to the most about in relation to the proposed government reforms is Iwi involvement. So let's have a look a bit more closely at that, shall we? Some people have concerns because they've heard that Iwi will be given half ownership of our water assets or half of the control over them under the proposals. As you can see from this diagram produced by the government, that is not the plan. Ownership of the assets will lie with the entity, but ownership of the entity is planned to remain with councils. That point is emphasised a number of times in the model. Councils and Iwi will have joint influence in the makeup of the board through the independent selection panel process, and in setting strategic and performance expectations. We discussed that more deeply in the last clip number 9. So under the proposed reforms, Iwi will not own the water and they will not own the infrastructure. They do, however, have some quite specific roles. Let's now look at the right-hand side of that monster diagram. This describes Iwi's roles outside of the regional representative group more fully. As you'll see, Iwi's roles outside of the regional representative group lies in providing a Te Mana Otawai statement to the entity that the entity will be required to provide a formal, reasonable response to. Te Mana Otawai refers to the vital importance of water and ensures the health and well-being of the water is protected and human health needs are provided for before enabling other uses of the water. Remember how Entity D might have looked a bit odd because it didn't cover the whole South Island, and I explained that this was because it mirrored the Ngāi Tahu Takiwā, or tribal boundary? That is designed that way in the government proposal so that Entity D only has one iwi involved. This is in contrast to the other entities which have multiple iwi takiwā within their boundaries. It's important to realise that councils already engage extensively with iwi in the Three Waters space. So that's it, iwi involvement in the proposed reforms put forward by the government. Next time, we'll look at the regulators who are supposed to hold the entities, if they do go ahead, to account. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you then.